with the next category that is beginner runway. So get ready for beginner runway. All the walkers, please stand in the back of the runway. DJ, are you ready for beginner runway? Let's go. Let's go. For the runway. Categories open 10, 9, 8, 7. I see you coming on the runway. Take your time for the runway. Take your time for the runway. Walk for the runway. Walk for the runway. Walk for the runway. To the runway. Walk into the runway. One chop. I'm sorry, darling, it's a chop, but give him a round of applause. Hey, she's coming. Curly with the fur on. Curly with the fur on. Curly with the fur on. Walk into the runway, serve. Walk into the runway, stretch. Walk into the runway, walking to the runway. Walk to the runway, walk to the runway, walk to the runway. 110, 210, 310, 10s across the board, darling. 10 to the side. Anybody walking? Oh, he's here. For beginner runway, clap your hands for beginner runway. Let's walk. For the runway, walk. For the runway, serve. For the runway, walking to the runway, serving to the runway, hour. 110, 210, 310, 10s across the board. Thank you, darling. Anybody walking? Anybody walking? Beginner runway 10, 9, 8, 8. She's coming with the ads on. She's coming with the ads on. She's walking like a diva, do like a diva. Like a diva, one chop. I'm sorry, darling, it's a chop, but give her a round of applause. The next one for beginner runway. Category is runway. The category is runway. The category is runway. Runway, walk to the runway. Serve 110, 210, 310, 10s across the board. Thank you, darling. 10s across the board. Anybody walking? Beginner runway. 10 is coming. 10 is coming. I love your outfit, bitch. On the runway, walk on the runway. Serve on the runway. Walking to the runway. Runway diva, runway diva. Ow. We got a 10s across the board. Lovely. Anybody walking? 10, 9, oh, it's coming for the runway. For the runway. Walking to the runway, stepping to the runway, walking to the runway, hour. Walking to the runway, stepping to the runway, walking to the runway, hour. Walk on the runway, walk on the runway, walk on the runway, serving to the runway. Walking to the runway, ooh. Walking to the runway, ow. I'm sorry, darling, it's a chop, but give him a round of applause. Che vuol dire battere le mani? Grazie. Anybody walking? Anybody walking? American runway. American runway. American runway. American runway. 110, 210. Runway walker. To the runway walker. You better keep on walking. Walk. Up, keep, darling, come here, darling. That's walking. Walk, keep walking. Walk, keep walking. Walk, walking to the runway. Walking to the runway. That's surf for me now. Walk for me now. 10s across the board. Thank you. Anybody walking? Savoia on the runway. Savoia on the runway. Savoia on the runway. Walking to the runway. Who's coming on the runway? Who's coming on the runway? Like a diva. Ow, like a diva. Ow, like a diva. Ow. Walking to the runway. Walk. Oh, 110, 210, 310. 10s across the board. Thank you, Savoia beginner runway. That's right. Anybody walking? That's 10, 9, runway, walking to the runway, ooh, walking to the runway, ow. I'm sorry, darling, it's a chop, but give him a round of applause. Anybody walking? That's 10, 9. American runway again. For the American runway. American runway. 110, 210, 310. 10s across the board. Anybody walking? Anybody walking? Oh, she's coming. She's ready. She's coming for the runway. Runway, 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 runway. Runway, 110, 210, 310, 10s across the board. Switch your partner. Switch to the runway. Walk, walk to the runway. Walk, walk to the runway. Walk, 110, 210, 310, 10s across the board. Thank you, Sauvage in the building. Thank you, it's a 10s across the board. Anybody walking? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Here she comes for the runway. Walking like a diva, walking like a model. Walking like a diva model to the runway. Walking to the runway, stepping to the runway. Walking to the runway, walking to the runway, stepping to the runway. I'm sorry, darling, it's a chop, but give her a round of applause. Anybody walking? 10, 9, 8, 7. She's coming for the runway. That's walk, 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 walk. Walking to the runway, walking to the runway, stepping to the runway. 110, 210, 310, 10s across the board. Anybody walking? That's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, walking to the runway. The category is runway. The category is runway. The category is. The category is. The category is runway. 110. Walking to the runway. 210, 310. It's a 10s across the board. Anybody walking? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh. Campbell. On the runway. Campbell, bitch. On the runway. Campbell. To the runway. Walking like a diva. So be like a model. Walking like a diva, so be like a model. 10, 10, 10. 10s across the board. Anybody walking, bitch? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Category is closed. All right. Let's all the contestants move on the back of the runway. Thank you. Tutti i partecipanti alla fine della runway, ragazzi. I primi due. The first two. Let's go. Accoppiatevi. Walking to the runway. Walking to the runway. Stepping to the runway. Walking to the runway. Stepping to the runway. Walking to the runway. Now. Walk, 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 walk. Walk, 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 walk. Now clap your hands for the runway. Clap your hands for the runway. Clap, 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 clap. Clap your hands for the runway. Stepping to the runway. Walking to the runway. Walking to the runway. Stepping to the runway. The shade is in the air. 1001, 1, 1, 2002, 2, 3003. And hold your pose for me. Saida, give me one. One in the back. To the back and the backstage, but in the front, a round of applause. The next two. The next two. Are you ready to serve? Are you ready to walk? Are you ready to serve the runway? Walking to the runway, serving to the runway, walking to the runway, serve. Savoia versus Double O. Savoia versus Double O. Let's walk. Let's walk like a diva. Ow, ow, like a diva. Ow, ow, like a diva. Ow, ow. Walking to the runway. 1001, 2002, 3003, and hold your pose for me. Sophie, give me one. One Savoia, two Savoia, and Savoia stays. But in the back, a round of applause. The next two. The next two. Oh, the American Runway. The American Runway. American Runway walking to the runway. American Runway walk. American Runway serve. American Runway walk. Let's go. Now pose. And pose. And pose. And pose. Now walk. Now walk. Now walk. Walking to the runway. 1001, 2002, 2003, and who? Your pose for me. So, Saida, give me one. One in the back. To the back, and the back stays. And in the front, a round of applause. The next two. Campbell versus. Let's walk. Walk. Walking to the runway. Now surf for me, yeah. Now work for me, yeah. Now surf for me, yeah. Now walking to the runway. Walking like a model, surfing like a model, walking like a model, ow. Walking like a model, surfing like a model, walking like a model, ow. Walk. Walking to the runway. 1001, 2002, 3003, and show me your best pose for me. Sophia, give me one. 10. One Campbell, two Campbell, and Campbell stays, but give the front a round of applause. 10. The next two. 10s across the board. 10s across the board. Let's go. Now clap your hands for the runway. Now clap your hands for the runway. Now clap your hands for the runway. Walking to the model. Something like a model. The spin, the walking on the runway. Walk to the model. Walk, surf like Naomi. Walk like a model, surfing like Naomi do. Now pose for me. Now pose for me. And pose. And pose. And pose, and pose. Now walk. One double O. Sophia, one. Two double, and double stays. I give the back a round of applause. Let's go. For the runway, next two. For the runway, next two. Walk. Walking to the runway. For the runway, to the runway, for the runway, serving to the runway. 1001, 2002, 3003, and hold your pose for me. Saida, give me one in the back, to the back, and the back stays, but in the front, a round of applause. The next two. Who's left for the runway? Who's left for the runway? Are you ready for the runway? Are you ready for the runway? Are you ready for the runway? On the runway, walking to the runway, sir. Walking to the runway, walking to the runway, sir. Walking to the runway, walking to the runway, stepping to the runway, walking to the runway, walking to the runway, stepping to the runway. Take your time. Now take your time for the runway. Now take your time for the runway. Now take your time, take your time for the runway. 1001, 2002, 3003, and give me your pose for me. Sophia, give me one. One Savoia, two Savoia, and Savoia stays, but give the bag a round of applause. Let's go. Let's go for the runway. For the runway, bitch, on the runway, serve. On the runway, walk. On the runway, serve. Walking to the runway, serving to the runway, walking to the runway, walking to the runway, serving to the runway, walking to the runway, walking to the runway, walking to the runway, serve. Walking to the runway, serving to the runway. Now get ready for the pose. and pose, and pose, and pose, and again another pose, and pose, and pose. Now give me your best. Walk, 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 walk into the runway. 1001, 2002, 3003, and hold your pose for me. Saida, give me one. One Campbell, two Campbell, and Campbell stays back in the front. A round of applause. Ok raga, so che è rimasto un American. American aspetta alla fine facciamo tutti gli European prima. Chi è rimasto European? The Campbell, three European. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go for the runway walk. Walking to the runway. Serving to the runway. Walking to the runway. To the runway. The category is runway. The category is runway. The category is, the category is, the category is runway. Walking for me like a diva. Walking for me like a walking for me like a diva. Walk, 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 walk. 1001, 2002, 3003, and go with your pose for me. Sophia, give me one. One double, one Savoia, break it. Two Savoia, and Savoia stays, but in the back, a round of applause.